friends, good morning. I hope you're having a great day so far. This was our handwriting page from yesterday, and we practiced our handwriting strokes, and we practiced the letter C and the letter O, because the capital C and the lowercase c are the same shape, and the capital O and the lowercase o are also the same shape. So we'll practice more today, and when you turn your page, you can use the back of the one that we used yesterday. So just turn it and kind of push and fold down like I did. And I'm going to use a red pen to maybe help you see a little bit easier. But just like we always, just like I said yesterday, we always start our handwriting practice with our strokes. So we go to that top blue line and we make a straight line down. That's just one vertical line. Then we go beside it, a little bit of space between our letters, and make another vertical line down. So I have two vertical lines, and then I'm going to go on the very bottom blue line, and I'm making two horizontal lines with a space in between. And then my next stroke is that circle. You start at that top blue line, go all the way down to the bottom blue line, and then back up to the top. Start at the top blue line, go all the way down, and come back around. And then the lowercase, I start at those little dotted lines. So I'm going to start right there below the dotted line. I'm going to go up to that dotted line and scoop around. You can also start right at that dotted line. Touch that line, go all the way around. So I have two verticals, they have a space between. I have two horizontals with a space between my strokes. I have two large circles with a space between my strokes, and then two smaller circles. I'm all out of space. I can't write in this little space. So I'm going to the next line, and my next line is that slant. So I start, make sure I did the same way I did yesterday. I start here at that top blue line, and then I slant all the way down to the bottom blue line. It's like making part of an X. Then I do it again, top blue line, slant all the way down. That is a slant to the left. Then I'm taking my next stroke and coming back down to that bottom blue line, and my last slant all the way down to that bottom blue line. Those are my slants to the right. So those are my practice strokes, and the letters I'm practicing today are V. So I'm going to make a capital V, start at that top blue line, come all the way down, and then pick up my pencil and come back this way. So it's like two slant lines that I've brought together. Then I'm practicing this V 3 times. And remember, I'm going to check off my favorite one. I like this one, so I'm checking that one. And then my lowercase, I'm starting at that middle dotted line. So I'm going to start here, I'm going to slant down, then come back to that middle dotted line and slant down again. Slant down from the dotted line and then slant back the other way. So this is my letter V, just like this. And then I check off my favorite one. I think it would be this one. If your letters are floating up in the air like little birds, you've got to bring them back down to that blue line. So I practiced my V. The next letter I'm practicing is my W. So I'm starting at this top blue line. I'm going to come down. That's my slant line. Come down to make it looks like a V, and then I'm going to slant again and slant again. So that's my W. I kind of messed up a little bit right there, but that's okay. I'm going to try again. Start at that top blue line, slant down, slant down, slant down, slant down. There's my W. I'm going to try one more. Some of you want to keep your pen or your pencil on the paper and do this. I think it might be easier if you pick up your pen or pencil and just do those slants. Slant down, slant down, slant down, and slant again. I'm kind of getting close to the edge. So the W is a little bit tricky. Try that out and see which one is your favorite. Be sure and check it off. I think I like this one. And then try some lowercase. You start at that middle dotted line, make a little slant down, and then another. It looks just like a V so far, but then I'm adding another slant and slant to make a lowercase W. So practice 3 of those, and then check off the one that is your favorite. If you prefer, you may keep your pen or pencil down the whole time. Slant, 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 slant. That's a little bit harder for Miss Jacobs. It's up to you. I will give you that freedom to choose the way you want to make it. And then I'm checking off this middle one. It's my favorite. And I almost forgot my date, so I'm going to put my date here at the bottom. Today is the 18th of August, capital A for my month. It's a special name, so I put a capital letter. And then right over here, I'm going to put my name. Again, I have to have a capital at the beginning of my name. And then my letters are sitting on that blue line. Now at the top, we're going to think about that scavenger hunt around your house or the room that you're in. I'm going to think about things that begin with a V. V is sort of tricky. I might have a hard time finding something that begins with a V. The first thing I can think of for V is a violin. And I do not have a violin with me, but I can think about one in my brain and maybe draw it. There's my violin, here's my bow. It's not the best violin, but it'll work. There we go. And then I'm thinking with the W, the only thing I can think of right now is the thing next to me, which is a window. So I'm going to draw my window on the paper, and I'm going to try and spell that word. So that is your handwriting for today. See if you can find 3 to 5 things that begin with W, or think of them, and 3 to 5 things that begin with V. And do your very best. I'll see you later.